Charles Barkley, Hall of Famer, ESPN Inside the NBA studio analyst. Do you snorkel? Have you done anything like that? Surfing?
Oh, that's not a blacktivity. Snorkeling is not a blacktivity. Don't they have sharks and stuff in the ocean, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Unless a shark come up on land, that's never gonna happen to me. That's not a blacktivity.
Could you imagine a shark looking and seeing Shaq if he was snorkeling?
They'd be saying, "Boy, that's some dark meat right there." Hey, listen. Hey, you know the thing about it, Dan? The shark will be good for like 2 or 3 months. You know, the shark could just take like a no eating vacation because Shaq is so damn big.
We were talking about this morning about flopping, and I don't know, was flopping? I don't know how prevalent it was when you played, but it feels like it is a topic of conversation, certainly with OKC, and it almost feels like it diminishes their success. Let's go back when you played. How often did flopping happen?
All the time. You know, it's really interesting watching television today. People act like tanking and flopping are something new. Teams have always tanked. They got to do something about it, but teams have always tanked, and guys have always flopped. I mean, you go back to guys are screaming halfway through their shot or they're flailing their arms out. So there's always been that. I will admit, I've never seen anything like that last night where an entire team go around the refs. I'd never seen that I'm close to 50 years now. I'd never seen that in my life where a whole team go around referees after the game. That was pretty interesting.
Okay, but what message can you give to the officials in a situation like that the Lakers found themselves in?
I don't think that can help them in any capacity because now the referees are going to be like, if we start calling fouls for the Lakers, they're going to think that tactic worked. So I didn't see any positive about that, to be honest with you. But like I say, because the ref, athletes and refs always lie. But I don't read the newspaper. I don't watch television. Stop lying. Yes, you do. And the refs are going to be like, now, if we come out and give the Lakers all these calls, the media are going to be saying the little hijack thing worked. So I don't see anything positive out of it, to be honest with you.
And J.J. Redick said that LeBron, he gets fouled more than anybody, I think, in the history of the game, which isn't true because Shaq got fouled probably more than anybody because you could never tell if you were hurting Shaq, whereas LeBron's a big guy, but he also is pretty theatrical as well. Is LeBron being refereed fairly?
Man, first of all great players, a couple things. All great players make contact with the defense first. So then there's always contact. I always tried to hit the guy I was playing against just to knock him off balance so I could get my shot off. So we all overreact. There's always contact. I actually think the refs have kind of swallowed the whistle these playoffs. I've seen more contact on guys than I saw the entire regular season. I bet if you did a survey, I bet free throw shooting is down. I mean, I haven't looked at all, but I bet if you go back and look at the first round and the first couple games of these, I bet free throw shooting is down. Because when me and Kenny were in there the other day, we screaming, that's a foul, that's a foul, that's a foul, and the ref's not calling the fouls. But I guarantee you, if you went and looked at the numbers, I bet free throw shooting is down. The number of guys have taken. And I was listening to your show earlier today when I was driving around. I think I heard somebody say that somebody shot, I think Austin Reeves shot more free throws than Shai Gilgeous.
Yeah.
But I heard you talking about it earlier. So, no, the Lakers are down 0-2. The Oklahoma City is just better than them. It has nothing to do with the officiating.
Was Vlade the first flopper in the NBA?
I can't answer that question because I don't know. Dude, there's always been floppers. I mean, there's always. So I listen, I told you, there's always been floppers. I'm not sure who the first was. Guys throw their arms and scream every time somebody touched them now. And listen, I think there's an automatic thing now, Dan. Every time a guy gets fouled, they just normally start twirling their fingers to the referee, to the coach, time to review that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become like an automatic thing.
But I would have given Holmgren a technical after they reversed it for him flopping and selling it that way.
First of all, I like replay. But the problem with replay is there's so much stuff that happened that's unreviewable.
Yeah.
Because you can only review a certain thing. So even though I think review is a positive, I think it can be a negative because they're like, well, it did go off this guy, but he got hammered. And you can't look at that. You just got to look who touched the ball last. So it's pros and cons, to be honest with you, Dan, to that. Yes.
Charles Barkley, Hall of Famer, inside the NBA studio analyst. You and Draymond going at it. You were being honest to Draymond that it's over in Golden State. And then he made it personal where he took a shot at you when you were chasing a ring in Houston. How did it go when you go to commercial break after something like that or the rest of the night? How's it go?
Well, number one, I don't ever take anything. You can never take personal shots at guys. I've said that in my 26 years. My critiques of every player or coach is only about the situation. He took a shot at me, but I don't get offended because other guys, I've said things about guys and they took personal shots at me. It's so funny. Last time you had me on the show, I told you I regretted those Rocket years, especially the last two, which I sucked as a player. But I wouldn't turn down no free money. I had 2 years. I had 2 years left on my contract, and I
but you can
money.
Say it though, Charles. That my issue with Draymond, if he wants to do this, be in TV, is get a sense of humor. He takes everything personally. You were just saying, look, it's over with the Warriors. And now he can't say it, but you were just saying it's over. And then he made it personal with you instead of having...
Well, he made it personal. Listen, man, it's so funny. There's a couple of things. The Warriors haven't been relevant for 3 or 4 years. They've been in the play-in. So when you're in the play-in, you're not in the playoffs. You're in the play. That's something Adam Silver, who I love Adam Silver. I love Adam Silver. But the play-in is something they just made up to have more games to put on a different network. And when you're in the play-in, the Rockets been in, the Warriors been in the play-in, I think, 4 straight years. So they've been irrelevant. And I know he don't want to say it, but and listen, everybody getting mad when I say this. Old people don't get healthy. Old people die. Okay? They don't get healthy. The notion that him and Steph gonna get better when they get healthy and being a year older, they're not. They're just gonna get older, Dan. So it's over for Golden State. They had a great run. And he took a personal shot at me, but I'm not sensitive. But yeah, it's been over in Golden State. I mean, if Golden State was relevant, he wouldn't be in the studio with me.
What's the first thing that goes as you get older, as a player?
Your body don't move. Like you can see a ball, but you can't move to go get it. Like in the beginning, you're like, oh, there's a ball. Let me just jump up and get it. When you get older, you're like, I see that ball, but I can't move. It's like a delayed reaction. And secondly, you can see it with Steph. You get hurt. You get hurt a lot. I tell people from 25 to 32, you're at the peak of your superpowers. Then 32, 34, you can squeeze another couple good years out of it. It's a little bit different now because 2 things. Number one, they don't go to college and there's no physicality. So you can play like an extra 3 or 4 years at a good level. You're not the same, but you can play at a good level because these guys never went to college and there's no physicality in the game. I mean, you talk about guys like in the old days, they went to college for 4 years. Like Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward ever, he went to college for 4 years and still played 16, 17 years. And the game was way more physical. So guys can play longer now, and that's an advantage for them.
I asked Reggie Miller earlier this week whose career he would rather have, Draymond's or Carmelo.
Carmelo was a much better player than Draymond. That's not a shade at him. Draymond he's a good player. Carmelo was a great player. Listen, man, we all want to win.
But the reason why I said that is because Reggie never won, and he's a Hall of Famer. So he said he would take Draymond's career because he won championships. He won 4 championships.
There's no way, no disrespect. There's no way I would take Draymond's career over Reggie Miller's. No way. And listen, Reggie can have his own opinion. Reggie Miller has had more historic moments in NBA history. I mean, you go back and look at Reggie.
Yeah, but I was talking about Carmelo.
Oh, Carmelo Anthony, number one, he won a championship as a freshman in college, which is incredible. And I said Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and James Harden are probably Michael and Kobe, they're on a whole nother level, okay, as far as scoring. But Kevin Durant, Carmelo, and James Harden are the 3 best scorers I've seen in the last 30 years. If you need a basket and you can give it to one of those guys, they're going to get you a shot or they're going to score every time, in my opinion. But listen, man, hey, I wouldn't trade my career for Draymond's. I'm pretty sure Karl Malone wouldn't. I'm pretty sure Patrick Ewing wouldn't. But Draymond's had a really a terrific career. But to think he's on the same level with us as players, you'd have to be crazy to think that.
Is there a comp for Jalen Brunson? Somebody that he reminds you of who maybe played a different era? I find him fascinating to watch.
You know, I think what's fascinating about him, nobody knew he was this good. Like, when he was in Dallas, you're like, he's a solid backup. And I've said this and got some heat because I'm not talking about LeBron or somebody like that. But Jalen Brunson has probably been one of the all-time great free agent signings. I mean, the Knicks have been irrelevant since he got there. You know, they were irrelevant for since Patrick Ewing left, probably 20 years. I think Jalen Brunson signing with the Knicks is one of the great free agent signings of all time. I mean, he makes the Knicks relevant. I mean, they were in the conference finals last year. I mean, and it's not like they have a great team either. I mean, but no, I think that's a great question though about a comp. But I just want to say that I think he's been one of the great free agent signings in NBA history, in my opinion.
Yeah, because he's not big. You know,
he's not. He just gets it done. And let me tell you something. You know, people talk about Shea, who's amazing. If you go back and look in the last couple years, there's nobody who's been a better closer than Jalen Brunson in the NBA. He's been flat out fascinating to watch.
Which brings us to James Harden. I don't know what Cleveland thought when they traded to get him, like he was going to be a difference maker in the postseason. There's no track record there. He looks old.
Dan, I'll be the first to admit it. I was 100% wrong.
Okay.
As right now, I thought when the Cavaliers got James Harden, I thought it made them the favorite in the East. I picked them to win the East. I'm not gonna lie, I am in shock. And you know, when I showed that stat the other night, I saw it somewhere, I can't remember where. He's had 29 games where he's had more turnovers than field goals made in a game as a great player. That's one of the most shocking stats I've ever seen on a guy who's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, 29 times, Dan, he's had more turnovers than field goals in a playoff game. That's impossible. I mean, I'm like, whoa, you can have a bad turnover game. You can have 2, maybe 3, but you should you got to have more field goals. But to have it 29 times, and I'm not gonna lie, I was 100% wrong. I loved the trade for James Harden because I thought number one it would free up Donovan Mitchell just to score, because that's what he wants to do, just score. He don't want to pass the ball. But I thought it would unlock Mobley and Jared Allen, and then James. And I thought James would have a flashback where he could get you 30 points one game in the playoffs. But he's going to help Mobley and Jared Allen. And Donovan can just do what he wants to do, which is score. But it looks like I am 100% wrong in that situation. I picked the Cavs to get to the finals. And I'm not going to lie. I'm in shock how bad he's playing.
You going to Tahoe again this year?
Dan, of course I'm going to Tahoe.
Okay.
Are you going to be the coward that you are? Won't you come out there, Dan? It's the best week of the year. Wait, listen.
I am going out there. I'm doing the show again out there.
Are you going to play in the tournament?
I got to work.
Dan, you don't work on the damn weekend, Dan.
I know, but I work during the week.
We don't play the Friday.
I'm entertaining a nation. It takes a lot out of me.
Well, you know what takes a lot out of you, Dan? Them 2-footers you kept slapping by the hole and talking about, when I play at home, these are good. Dan, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to lie.
It was funny.
He says, these aren't gimmies? I said, Dan, we play offense. Hey, you missed the first 5 gimmies, and you're like, they normally give me these at the club. I said, Dan, we don't give anything out here. Dan, you had me laughing so hard.
I know. I just tapped it, didn't go in, and I just picked it up. And Charles what the bleep are you doing? I go, wait, that's good. And they go, no, you got to play everything into the hole. I go, oh, damn. Okay. All right.
Dan,
yeah.
We'll work around your
okay,
schedule.
thank you. Will you can I have some gimme putts when I'm out there?
No, there's no gimmies, Dan. Hey, Dan, just for the record, I missed the entire weekend. I probably missed 4 gimmies. I'm not going to lie. They lip out. Oh,
I know. It's easy when you're watching people do it on TV. All right.
Yes, it is.
I'll talk to you before Tahoe, but yeah, I'll be out there bringing the show again.
All right, man. Thanks for having me. You guys take care of yourself.
All right. Thank you, brother. We'll take a break. Back after this.